Firstly, let me say before we jump into the bulk of this, I hope this doesn't come across as a rant. That's not my intention at all. I literally just want to talk about the state of Games Workshop and its animations and the future of Games Workshop and its animations. Now, the main focus is going to be on something called Pariah Nexus, which we had a trailer for just over 5 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put that trailer up in the background. For people wondering what Pariah Nexus is, it's going to be like this fancy big animation. It actually looks pretty decent, to be fair. It's all about the Imperium fighting Necrons. The big storyline that this is revolving around is actually the Pariah Nexus, which was a big lore event that happened during 9th edition. And we'll get on to the latter part of this in a second. But that's basically what it is. It's Imperium fighting Necrons. Now, since they announced that 5 months ago, and a lot of us, like, I did a reaction video to it. I was pumped for it. I'm still pumped for it. But there's literally been no updates at all. There's been absolutely nothing. Now, Games Workshop has been drip feeding animations out. I think the latest one they're doing now is an AOS one. Is it called Stormcast or something? Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's something to do with AOS. It's like drawn rather than 3D rendered animation. It looks decent. I haven't watched it myself because I'm not really into AOS that much, but from what I've been told of people who are into AOS, it has been pretty good. Now, for those of you who remember, a couple of years back, it was like the golden age of Games Workshop animations. Like, every person was doing animations. Even I tried to do an animation, which I had to shut down, which we'll get into in a second. But everyone was doing them. We had Astartes out. We had Sodas doing his badass kick-ass stuff. Literally, YouTube channels just pumping these badass animations out. Games Workshop, of course, stopped this because they saw it as a breach of their IP. I'm sure that's a whole different subject within itself. We can talk about that until we're blue in the face. But basically, what happened and where we ended up right now is that Games Workshop has control of the Warhammer animation scene, and they've put it over on their Warhammer Plus platform. Now, for me, at this moment in time, if you subscribe to Warhammer Plus, good for you. I'm not going to argue. It's your money. You can spend what you want. I like animations, and I don't personally think the Warhammer Plus is worth the animation fee because I can watch it all in 1 month, and then that's it. There's no need to pay for it. You can probably argue, like, just pay for the model and stuff. Yeah, I've heard people's arguments about that. Again, I don't really want to get into that. Oh, don't get Warhammer Plus, it's bad. Don't get Warhammer Plus, it's good kind of thing, because people have different opinions, and everyone is entitled to that opinion. Now, what my problem is about this is how they're going about putting out their animations out. For example, as I've stated, Pariah Nexus is a key talking point about this. They put this out 5 months ago, the trailer. We all got hyped. We were all like, oh my God, this actually does look good. And since then, absolute silence. It's deafening how it's gone down. And this is not... This is one of many projects they've done this to when it comes to Warhammer 40,000. I personally think now, with this Pariah Nexus, I think they've missed a massive opportunity, because what you have now is that Pariah Nexus was the big narrative. It was the big storyline in 9th edition. It was the Necrons versus the Imperium. We've moved on from that now. We are now over in 10th edition, and it's all about the Tyranids versus the Imperium. Of course, chaos is always going to be there, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the main narrative has shifted. Like, the Silent King, what did he do? He literally stayed true to his name. He was just silent throughout the whole of 9th edition, in the lore and everything like that. And I really do think that if they wanted to really grab the narrative by the Emperor's golden nutsack and shake it in our face, they should have had a project like this coming out along with the launch of 9th edition. I just think that everything that Games Workshop does, it's either too slow or it completely misses the mark. By the time it does come round, people have moved on to the next thing. You're trying to explain something, oh, this is going to be so impactful, when we know it's not, because we've moved on to the next big narrative event now, which is the 4th Tyrannic War. It's the biggest invasion the galaxy's ever seen of the Tyranids. So why should I care about the Necrons in the Pariah Nexus when the entire western fringe, the Segmentum Pacificus, is literally burning? It's falling to the vast horde, to the shadow in the warp of the Tyranids. And please, again, take this as not a rant. I'm sure it is coming across as a rant. It's really not. I actually want this to be a massive success. I want amazing Warhammer 40,000 animations. I want to see Space Marines. I want to see Imperial Guard, the Necrons, the Tyranids, the Tau, the Eldar, the Orcs. You know, I want to see them all in the most glorious action as possible. It's just that I just think that when Games Workshop tries to do it, they just always miss. They like, and when they eventually do hit, as I just stated, everyone doesn't care. Everyone's moved past it. Another prime example about this is Astartes 2. What the hell is going on? Why is Games Workshop not giving us updates? Hey, the Pariah Nexus, here's a few more screenshots. Hey, Astartes 2, here's a few more screenshots. You know, a little bit of article here or there. I'm not asking for an article week in, week out. Maybe one article a month, right? One article a month dedicated to some of the upcoming animation projects, showing off some of the big stuff for Warhammer 40,000, some of the stuff that you've already teased. I know that Games Workshop apparently is still doing Astartes, because when they did their, like, coming next year, and they put that big animation trailer out, and Astartes wasn't part of that, I made a video saying, what the hell's going on with Astartes? And apparently someone posted on their Facebook page, and they said, no, Astartes is still a part of us, and you'll be seeing something soon. And again, that was over like 5 to 6 months ago. So what the hell is happening, Games Workshop? As someone who does YouTube, right, I will give you one of the biggest incentives, which will probably bring people to your YouTube channel, to you as a company, is that you should be putting some of this stuff on YouTube for free. Because what YouTube allows you to do, it allows people, just random people out there in the world, to find your product. That was one of the most successful things about Astartes before that was erased from the chap's channel. Like, when he had it over there on his channel, there were so many comments in that section saying, what is this? And people were like, this is a Space Marine, and then explaining what Warhammer was, what Space Marines were, what the Imperium was, and people were getting, oh my God, I've never heard of this before. It's amazing. It was so awesome to see so many new people getting into the IP just because of this animation. And don't tell me you can't do it, because I know you can do it, because if you go over to the Warhammer community website right now, and you go to the video bar, you've already uploaded it there in 4K over on your Warhammer community website. Why not over on YouTube? Can anyone explain to me? Please explain to me why they're not releasing the stuff that they're putting out there for free on their YouTube channel. To get it out there, to get the engagement, to get new people discovering it. It seems, again, it seems like GW, and pardon my French, couldn't run a piss up in a brewery. That's what it seems to me. And I'm no marketing expert. I'm just your average Joe, right? You know, your average Gravis-sized Joe sitting here looking at you, just completely confused. I guess I'm just going to leave it there, because I am getting pretty irate and pretty frustrated. Yeah. Tell me what you think. Are you still looking forward to Pariah Nexus? Where's Astartes 2? All the other animations? I know the Black Templar one got canned because I spoke to the animation guy about that, and GW let him go and the project go for political reasons. So I know the Black Templar one is no longer in production. I'm not sure about the rest. Again, come on, Games Workshop, give us an update. Get us hyped. Give us something to look forward to with all the hype that's going on with a new edition now. Let's add more hype upon more hype and create even bigger hype. Trust me, it works. Right, enough waffling. See ya. Have a great day. Enjoy yourself, and bye-bye.